Hey everyone, Al Roker here. It's that time of year again when we start thinking about the chill in the air and the snowflakes that will soon be falling. As the leaves turn and the vibrant colors of fall begin to fade, it's time to talk winter. Yes, already. The transition from autumn to winter is more than just a change in scenery, it's a shift in mindset. Knowing what's coming isn't just curiosity, it's about being prepared and keeping your family safe. From stocking up on essentials to ensuring your home is winter ready, preparation is key. A good winter forecast helps everyone, from city officials planning road salt and snow removal strategies to ensure our roads are safe, to families deciding if it's time for a new winter coat. It's about making sure everyone stays warm and comfortable during the cold months. Farmers, businesses, and schools all rely on these predictions to make smart choices. Whether it's protecting crops, planning inventory, or deciding on school closures, the weather impacts us all. This winter, 2025-2026, is shaping up to be especially interesting. With potential for significant snowfall and varying temperatures, it promises to be a season to watch. We're seeing new patterns in the atmosphere and oceans that could make this season stand out. These changes could lead to unexpected weather events, making it crucial to stay informed. Expect shifts in temperature, storm tracks, and maybe a few surprises. The unpredictability of winter weather means we all need to be ready for anything. My job? Break it down simply. No jargon, just what you need to know, wherever you live. I'll help you understand the forecast so you can plan your days with confidence. We'll look at the national picture, then zoom in on your region. From the East Coast to the West, we'll cover what you can expect in your area. We'll cover what's unique about this winter, what's driving the changes, and how you can prepare. From emergency kits to home insulation, we'll guide you through it all. Being prepared means being empowered, not worried. With the right information and preparation, you can face winter with confidence and peace of mind. So grab a warm drink and let's dive in. Let's get to it. Together, we'll navigate the winter season and make the most of its beauty and challenges. Here's the big headline. This winter looks like a return to classic cold and snow for much of the U.S. Expect more frequent blasts of Arctic air, especially east of the Rockies. The main drivers: shifts in the atmosphere and Pacific Ocean. Think La Niña and the polar vortex. The storm track will cut across the central and eastern U.S., bringing more snow and potential travel headaches. The West faces a different story, with California expecting more rain and the Southeast riding a temperature roller coaster. The mild winters of recent years are likely over. Get ready for a more dynamic season. Start planning now. Check your furnace, review your emergency kit, and think ahead for travel. Preparation is key to staying safe and comfortable. Northeast friends, brace yourselves. This winter looks colder and snowier than average. Classic nor'easters could bring major snow, strong winds, and coastal flooding. Expect deep freezes lasting a week or more, especially in cities like Boston and New York. Protect your pipes, check your heating, and invest in good boots. Ski resorts will love it, but travel could be tough. Always check the forecast before heading out. Lake effect snow will pile up in places like Buffalo and Syracuse. Prepare your home for power outages and seal up drafts. Embrace the season. Enjoy the snow, but stay informed and ready. This winter demands respect and preparation. In the Midwest, winter is never just a season, it's a story of extremes, a tale written in ice and wind. Each year, the heartland braces for a battle between warmth and cold, and this year is no exception. The landscape transforms, fields and roads vanishing beneath a thick, silent blanket of snow, while the air itself seems to crackle with anticipation. The upper Midwest, places like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Dakotas, will be at the epicenter of winter's harshest moods. Here residents can expect relentless cold, with frequent Arctic blasts sweeping down from Canada, turning towns and forests into frozen fortresses. The wind howls through pine forests and across open plains, making even the shortest walk outside a challenge. Wind chills could dip dangerously low, sometimes reaching levels where exposed skin can freeze in minutes. Alberta clippers, fast-moving winter storms, will race across the prairies, dumping fresh snow and keeping the ground white for weeks on end. For many, it's a test of endurance and preparation. In cities like Minneapolis, residents should prepare for a long, snowy season. Streets will be buried, cars entombed in drifts, and daily routines shaped by the rhythm of shoveling and plowing. The city's heartbeat slows, but the community's resilience shines through. As we move south to the Ohio Valley and the lower Midwest, the story shifts. Here, winter is a battleground where cold northern air collides with warmer southern breezes. The result? Unpredictable weather that can change in a matter of hours. Expect a messy mix: snow, sleet, freezing rain, and cold rain, sometimes all in one week, or even in a single day. Roads become treacherous, sidewalks slick, and travel plans uncertain. The constant back and forth keeps everyone on their toes. Forecasting in this region is notoriously tricky. Weather can shift rapidly, so it's important to stay alert and check updates often. A sunny morning can quickly give way to a wintry mess by afternoon. Ice storms are a real threat here, capable of bringing down power lines and tree branches, leaving neighborhoods in the dark and roads impassable. That's why having an emergency kit in your car and at home isn't just smart, it's essential for safety. Pay close attention to daily forecasts. Sometimes, just a few degrees can mean the difference between rain and a dangerous ice storm. Staying informed can help you make the right decisions for your family and your commute. This winter promises to be a wild ride for the central U.S. A season of dramatic storms, sudden changes, and unforgettable moments. From blizzards to ice storms, the weather will keep everyone guessing. Patience, preparation, and flexibility will be essential. Stock up on supplies, check on your neighbors, and be ready to adapt. In the Midwest, winter is more than just weather. It's a test of community spirit and personal resilience. Stay ready for anything. And remember, together, we can weather any storm. The Southeast is in for a temperature roller coaster. Cold snaps will be followed by warm, spring-like spells, sometimes in the same week. Snow is still rare, but wintry mixes are more likely, especially in northern Georgia and the Tennessee Valley. Florida and the Gulf Coast will be cooler and wetter than usual, thanks to La Niña. More rain could help with drought, but also means more cloudy days. The biggest risk? Severe weather, thunderstorms, and even tornadoes during warm-ups. Southerners, keep your coats and weather radios handy. Stay weather aware all season. Out west, California's in for a dramatic, wetter than average winter. La Niña will steer storm after storm into the state, bringing much needed rain and mountain snow. Ski resorts could see epic snowfall, and reservoirs may finally refill, but too much rain too fast means flash floods and mudslides, especially in wildfire-scarred areas. Be ready with sandbags and evacuation plans if you're in vulnerable spots. Meanwhile, the desert southwest, Arizona, New Mexico, will be drier and milder, missing most storms. This could worsen drought in the Colorado River Basin. For the west, it's a tale of haves and have-nots, wet for California, dry for the deserts. Stay alert for both flood and drought risks. Preparation is everything. Pacific Northwest, get ready for a classic wet winter, turned up a notch. La Niña will bring cooler, wetter conditions with endless gray days in Seattle and Portland. The mountains will see massive snowpacks, great for water supply and ski resorts. But all that rain means higher flood and landslide risks, especially when warm storms melt snow. Travelers' mountain passes will be treacherous, so carry chains and emergency kits. Clear gutters and storm drains to prevent local flooding. The persistent clouds can affect your mood. Take advantage of any sunny breaks. Stay vigilant and enjoy the classic Northwest winter. Let's break down the big drivers behind our weather this winter: La Niña and the polar vortex. These two powerful forces shape the patterns we see on the ground, from frigid cold snaps to unexpected warm spells. But how exactly do they work together, and what does that mean for the months ahead? La Niña is a climate pattern that cools the surface waters of the Pacific Ocean. This cooling effect shifts the position of the jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high above us. When the jet stream moves, it changes where storms travel and how much precipitation we get. This year, La Niña is setting up a stormy pattern, especially for parts of North America, bringing more rain and snow to some regions, while leaving others drier than usual. Normally, the coldest air stays locked up in Canada, trapped by the polar vortex, a swirling mass of frigid air high above the Arctic. But sometimes, the polar vortex weakens or wobbles, allowing that icy air to spill southward. When this happens, we can experience sudden, dramatic drops in temperature, with Arctic blasts reaching deep into the United States. Meteorologists expect a few polar vortex disruptions this winter, which could bring intense cold snaps to the central and eastern U.S. These events can make winter feel even harsher, with dangerous wind chills and icy conditions that challenge even the most prepared communities. But there's another factor at play: climate change. As our planet warms, storms can become more extreme, and the cold spells we do get aren't as bitter as they once were. Winters are changing, with some areas seeing more rain than snow, and others experiencing shorter, but more intense cold periods. The atmosphere now holds more moisture than it did decades ago. This means when storms do hit, they can dump heavier snow or unleash torrential rain, leading to bigger, more disruptive weather events. We're seeing records broken more often, both for snowfall and rainfall. The combination of natural cycles like La Niña and the polar vortex, along with the ongoing effects of climate change, means our weather is more unpredictable than ever. We're seeing greater swings from one extreme to another, sometimes within just a few days. That's why you might see record-breaking snow one week, only to have it melt away during an unexpected warm spell the next. These rapid changes can catch people off guard and make it harder to plan ahead. In the West, drought-busting storms can bring much-needed water, but they also introduce new hazards like flooding and mudslides. The weather can shift quickly from one extreme to another, challenging communities to adapt. Understanding these wild cards, La Niña, the polar vortex, and climate change helps explain why forecasts can change so rapidly. Meteorologists use advanced technology and data to track these patterns and keep us informed. Our weather is part of a vast, interconnected system that's always in motion. From the Pacific Ocean to the Arctic Circle, changes in one part of the world can ripple out and affect us all. That's why it's so important to stay curious and stay prepared. Check the forecast regularly, have an emergency kit ready, and know what to do if severe weather strikes. In a world of wild weather, knowledge is your best defense. Stay informed, stay safe, and be ready for whatever this winter brings. Now, how do you get ready? Start with your home. Seal drafts, check your furnace, and insulate well. Build emergency kits for home and car flashlights, batteries, food, water, blankets, and chargers. For your car, add a shovel, ice scraper, jumper cables, and snacks. Use a programmable thermostat and let sunlight warm your home during the day. Dress in layers to save on heating costs. Most importantly, stay informed, check forecasts daily, and set up weather alerts. Listen to local officials during severe weather. Preparation and information are your best tools. Enjoy the beauty of winter, knowing you're ready for anything. Stay safe and stay warm.